Long intro short. If you like Warcraft with a lot of variety, you probably like Infy games, is my guess. And of course, Moon needs no introduction. He was, in his matches versus Soccer especially, very one-dimensional and went Demon Hunter only. Oh, Archer here. You don't want to lose her. Ooh, that's an easy one. Yikes, not the greatest start. And it is a Dark Ranger tower push. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh no, Ancient of War cancelled as well. What a disaster start for Moon. Yeah, bit one-dimensional. We know that Moon can play multiple heroes. Big dominance with the Beastmaster before. Also never shy of playing Dark Ranger in the 2000s. Keeper, of course, made him a world champion again. But these days, Demon. There was a lot of detonates. Mamma mia. Dark Ranger has had one more life drain. Now not anymore. But it's also only 3 Lumber Wisps remaining. He might be able to build one Ancient of War, but that's about it. At the moment, the defense is pretty much only a Demon Hunter. And Infy's buying time for the towers. And this Demon Hunter doesn't look too good. I think this is, in a strategy game, so important to have different builds. That you can just dash out every once in a while. And Infy has this down more like unlike any other, I think. This is now quite a few archers. It is good shadow melting. It is also good repair, though. Moon knows he needs to reduce the repair rate just a little bit. Full force onto the demon. Forced into a town portal, and that saves the tower. Infy might need another peasant or two. And Moon needs to send some prayers. What's the drama all about? I don't know what drama you're talking about. We had no drama today, I think.
A town is under players' forces are under attack.
And Infy is looking extremely dominant. He is single-handedly bringing the Dark Ranger tower push back to competitive. He's single-handedly showing the world, if you have this as a pocket strat, this still is value. And this is game. 5-minute game, Infy 1-0. That's the way you start a best of 7. Boom. Boom. And of course, good money per hour if you get paid per map, right? In a best of 7. By the way, I was looking at our YouTube comments today, and literally 2 comments back to back on the same game. One comment says, best commentator. The dude right below it, worst commentator. Okay, YouTube, make up your mind. Speak with one voice. We can't have different opinions here. My God. What's this black and white? We need only gray. Make up your mind, YouTube. God damn it. And then we'll see. We do have content until like 11 p.m. or something today anyway. So we're fine. We're fine. Yeah, don't rush me, Cup, after. I don't know if someone's co-casting, but also feel a bit like solo casting today. But of course that can change in no time with the right offer. We got a relatively fast expansion by Moon. That's somewhat to be expected. By Infy, we have more or less the same. Claws +8, super nice on this Archmage. A lot of pressure early. Solani, always for you. Always.
A player's forces are under attack.
So, classic Archmage dominance early on. Obviously, later on, Demon Hunter is the heavier carry hero. But summon heroes in the early game as you get 1 or 2 or 3 free units, are incredibly strong. And if that Archmage hits for 38, that is also incredibly strong in comparison to like a Footman and an Archer, who have like 10 damage, right? So this makes the strength of an Archmage. Demon Hunter has great AoE skills, but in a defense like this, you can't really put your AoE skills to work. So Moon losing the Expo. Infy on the other side is a little late. And... oh, Moon gets the staff and boots. Nice. And Demon Hunter will have the opportunity to get his revenge. It's only 4 peasants. This doesn't cost too much, because the power build is below average. And Demon Hunter is in. Okay, let's see how good Immolation is here. We have an Arcane Tower in 25 seconds, but that is 25 seconds for free reign, for full damage. Eventually, it's only 1 peasant plus a lot of HP. Nice micro by Infy, moving them all back.
A player's forces are under attack.
Town Hall was too far from the trees. That is correct. Demon Hunter was just able to walk in 1 square too far. We got a staff now as well. Would love to see a wisp on the right-hand side. But Moon still has to go home anyway. 2 footies are really hurt. 1 down. And if you listen to the German humans, Leon and Teko, they say, man, it's so much worse to lose a footman early than it is to lose a worker early. So Moon got both. Healthy again. Doesn't need the staff just yet. Can commit with that. Expo almost up. Tech started. Infy also with the tech. We move more and more away from a 4-farm tech, right? Did you notice that too? Usually there was an iron rule in Human vs. Night Elf. 2 farms, harassing Archmage. 3 farms, creeping Archmage. 4 farms, expansion Archmage. Now that's all out the window. I have to get used to new rules. What the hell? I gotta work now and remember stuff. God, I never liked humans. They make this so hard. But cool that they're changing up their build and streamlining that. Archmage level 3, Demon as well, Ring of Regen, Claws, so worth it. Also got the big invul potion already from the lab. Expo up, and I don't think there's anything to be scared of if you're Moon right now. But if Infy has a handful of footmen, he can create magic out of this. This has always been his big strength. Doesn't matter if tier 1 or later in the game. How he makes the footman work. Oh, Tinka second with rockets. Oh, Moon, you get me all giddy. Okay, I was hoping for more Tavern Heroes. I get more Tavern Heroes. This is maybe an answer to a late game Archmage that goes Blizzard. Because a Naga would give more control overall in like in terms of slow. A Panda would give overall more damage. But the Tinka is the only of these 3 heroes. Oh, triple detonate for big XP. Tinka is the only one who has a mini stun. And that cancels Blizzard, which is the biggest weapon for Infy later on. Very curious if this works out. Tinka also got +2 strength, so a little bit more HP than before the last patch.
A player's forces are under attack.
Maybe cool. Tinker's good for siege damage. Yeah, that's the panda as well. But yeah, in general, you're right. Can also be spammed from afar. Is also good against Dragonhawks, and Infy against the Trend was still a big fan of Dragonhawks, even though I don't think you want to go tier 3, really, but just another field that's covered if you go Tinker.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, the AoE of a Tinker has a lot more range in, like, not the area of effect of the spell of rockets, but he just shoots them and the panda kind of sneezes in your face, right? So there's a lot of distance from where you cast and where the damage is compared to a Tinker. So you're compared to the panda. So you're safer with that. Surely something we have seen before. Foggy was a big fan of this. Can't wait to see Foggy back, by the way. Foggy come back this Sunday in a show match versus Lucy. Foggy was a big fan. Kaho also was a fan for a while. On Northern Isles. Very special Tinker strats. Differently though. And for Foggy it was also oftentimes the third hero. Already happy I tuned into this. Now we get a Tome of Retraining. But not for the Tinker, eh? That wouldn't make any sense. It's probably for Demon Hunter so he can go Mana Burn. And then you have Mana Burn against Archmage and you have Rocket against Blizzard. And then Blizzard should be a no factor. One more thing about Rockets, a lot more spammable than the other spells. In like Fork Lightning, Breath of Fire. Foggy and Hitman come back in show matches. This week is like school reunion. And you are finally coming back to Warcraft after spending an Aeon in AoE. Can't wait for you to trample on this guy called, I don't know, Shu or Pants or somehow was his name. Something like that. Anyway, let's see how the fight goes with the Tinker. Nice detonates. Very nice detonates by Moon. Mamma mia. And Archmage didn't even convert to Blizzard just yet. You see the rocket damage. Tinker already 3.3k. Not bad. Infy not willing to go for the heal scroll yet. How's Human 1-0? Dark Ranger tower push. Sharky, aren't you supposed to be on like a class trip and socialize and secretly drink Radler? Big clash coming. Still no Blizzard. Water Elementals will be dispelled. Nature... Oh, we got Wellspring upgrade. Look at that. Demon Hunter nicely controlled, but there's an Invo Potion. Needs it soon. Moon is again... I was about to say... developing a little bit of a habit of losing his first hero a bit too often. Rockets in the back always stop the casters from casting, which is never good because that's their job. And if you hurt the priest, they heal themselves and not the backline. Mountain King versus Demon Hunter, the age-old battle. Oh, bash. Stab though. Moon seems to be on top of his game. The big question is, are these rockets enough? We got engineering upgrade. You saw the AoE got a lot bigger. Demon Hunter is back, full health. Tinker also relatively tanky, but how do you get him out? He can hide. Into the Shadow Melt! Oh, Moon, you god! That was brilliant! And the entire front line is gone. The bears win the fight. And now, can the Dryads reach? Every unit the Dryads reach should be dead. Fantastic! Tinker, baby! Please let this be the future. We need more tinkers in our lives. Back in my day, we shared the computer with parents and had to play out the matches and situations with pen and paper. That's true. Oh my god, bro. That was the time of like LimeWire and Kazaa and stuff. And being like in puberty. I was a big wrestling fan. And I was also a big fan of some other clips that you downloaded from such programs. And I got caught with the downloads of both of that. And my stepfather was furious that he found the content that he wasn't supposed to see. Oh no. And he told me to goddamn delete these idiotic wrestling clips. They are not supposed to block his hard drive. But the rest was okay. Priorities, I guess. This sticks to me. This sticks with me till the end of my days. That I got scolded for wrestling clips, but not for corn. What the heck is this blacksmith? That is interesting. Good times, good times. Usually you always had the excuse, right? I wanted to download the wrestling clip, but it just, you know, it was a fake, it was a scam. But no. Stepdad got angry for wrestling clips. Scouting blacksmith. Yep, that's right. So far nothing too special. Good damage on both heroes. I mean, the blacksmith is obviously special. But it is one base even on Rock 1. I think I haven't seen this matchup too much on this map, to be honest. Cool to see it. I'm thinking about introducing it to Dach Inferno as a replacement for Twisted, because nobody ever plays Twisted in that league. Which is a goddamn shame. Of course it plays very differently, but you know, it's also a classic, also delivers good games. Not 100% sure yet. Second Dach qualifier, by the way, Friday. Nice little micro and body block battles here. But of course, nothing game deciding. Just add Lost Temple. Adding Lost Temple and rotating out Twisted would be kind of fun. Oh! He blocked. He's trapped. The Archer prison and the Sheep prison keeps the Fire Lord trapped. Hell yeah. Oh, what a classic Moon this is, man. What a classic Moon move this is. I think he's doing that for 20 years. And I imagine him giggling whenever this works. The Sheep is also giggling. I'm also giggling, or whatever that was. This is a classic. This is an absolute Moon classic. Very rarely used. But Archer, Shadow Melt, because the hero always spawns here, right? There's no other random spawn position. The hero always spawns like here if the Sheep doesn't block it. That was a bad example of a hero spawning here and not here because it was the Sheep's fault. So yeah, if you set up the Archer in the correct way and Shadow Melt them, heroes blocked. Nice. Bought a lot of time. Naga's out too. Good control. Otherwise, Infy could have been across the map already, putting pressure onto Moon. God, I love Moon for these, man. If you organize show matches, Moon always delivers. He might not be like a frequent tournament winner in 2026. But goddamn, he is always bringing something special to the matches. Some people are very, very, very vanilla. So, no disrespect, but for a show match, I would never ask a colorful, for example. But Moon, oh yeah, I would ask him every day. If he's in shape, that is. And he clearly is in shape right now. And also in the quarterfinal of Don't Rush Me Cup. He might clash with Say So, I think. Firelord, great pick for Soulburn. Moon had a potion here. He has no TP, so and no staff, so we really, really have to be careful. Moon versus Kevin must happen. You mean German Moon versus Korean Kevin? Yeah, that's a dream match. Oh! You know, I'm a disliker of rejuvenation in general. I think it's a tad too powerful, to be fair. But when there's a brawl and the first bear arrives and puts the reju onto the hero at the perfect timing when you need this healing so desperately, I love that. I'm a fan of the first rejuvenation, not of the 20th rejuvenation. I think that is really cool. This Firelord, by the way, he's anything but cool. He is literally lava hot. Double slippers, claw, gloves. The more often the Firelord attacks you, the more his damage stacks, so attack speed goes really well with him. Infy lost his first priest to the creeps and a rifle. Oh! I was too occupied talking about Rejuve and talking about Korean Kevin. Ah, we got Soulburn on a Wisp. Nice, you don't see that every day. So pretty. Well, now the Wisp can't detonate. I don't know if that was worth it. But this is a nasty inventory for Infy and nasty hero levels. Supply in favor of Moon. Daytime halfway through. Let's see. He fights them back for now. I think Reju should be cancelled by attacks like any other heal. I think that's the wrong approach, actually. Warcraft 3 is an asymmetrical RTS. So if every ability behaves the same, that's really boring. I think abilities should be as different as possible. And it's a nice, unique thing about rejuvenation that you can pre-buff units and that it's even like not cancelled by attacks. Yeah, that should stay that way for sure, in my opinion. So far, solid holds by Moon. I think the big danger is to overexpose your army so that everything is slowed and then you fight too far out of the base. Love the Soulburn. That is very little damage. Archmage a bit far forward. This is the second game, by the way, without Blizzard. I think when you're on one base rifle push, that's definitely understandable. Heal scroll gone at a crucial timing. A lot of hero focus on this Archmage. There is a potion, though, used now. No TP on Infy. Demon Hunter with Immolation going through. Fighting fire with fire. Fell magic versus whatever the Fire Lord is. Fire Lord, Invo potion, Infy. 2 potions down. Demon Hunter, though, might need a staff, needs the staff, but now is nighttime. And this is where Moon shines. Literally. And Riju comes in as well. Do we have Dispel? We do, maybe a little late. And technically the moon doesn't shine. It's a reflection of the sun. Yeah, I know. I know. Nitpickers, hair splitters.
Players' forces are under attack.
Oh, Infy. Both are rushing to the shop. Infy doesn't have money for the heal scroll, but he sells a little bit off to the pawn shop. And Moon is in a very, very, very dangerous position. It is night. Not sure if Infy saw him there. He might have heard him. But maybe he's also listening to Dutch hardstyle and didn't hear him. But this push is mighty powerful. Unholy Aura, very good. Movement speed, especially when you're slow trapped, very good. But the fighting position is obviously not perfect for Moon. No established front line. So many targets to pick for Infy. So much pressure. And Mana Shield. Look at that. We see more and more uses of Mana Shield. Life has played it recently. Moon is playing it now. Kevin has played it a couple of times, I think. And now Moon's life in the hands of a Demon Hunter and the Bears. And he is getting a couple of kills. If archers are falling, that's totally fine. Freeing up supply. And Moon is now indeed establishing this army. He does have the Dryad slow as, like, not really a counter to slow, but, you know, an eye for an eye kind of thing. And Moon's Demon Hunter is getting closer and closer to 5. No mana burn here. It's all immolation. Now he can't use it because he is soul burned. But this is what I mean. Like, the risk of chasing out too far. Dealing with it now. 2/3 of nighttime. What's happening when the night is over? And the land is no longer dark. Hero focus. No fork lightning. No potion. But the unholy aura. He can chase. There's no boots on the Fire Lord. Archmage with a nice body block by Infy. Detonate again. Hitting lots of Sorks. But new Sorks are coming in. One Wisp still ready to backstep a little bit. Now Demon Hunter level 5. $8,000 damage on the Fire Lord. Love to see it. Instant Moonstone once the night is over. Okay. Evasion 3, by the way. 40% mischance. You really don't want to focus this Demon Hunter. But if you don't deal with the Demon Hunter, what do? Moon is under pressure for, I think, 7 minutes. Can he push Infy back now? Snip, snip. Here's the detonate from that one Wisp. And there's really not much slow available. If these bears are freed from the slow, and of course the Demon Hunter with the anti-magic potion now, there's a real chance for Moon. No TP, no potion. And level 5 as well. Infy realizes he doesn't have longevity with his tier 2 timing push. Moon holds and wins this map. Wow. What a defensive game by Moon. He didn't have too many cards to play, I think. He had this super strong Night Elf base with Moonwells, of course, with Wellspring. Turns out the 8-man prophecy is really, really good and true. Moon played Potom vs. Life. Yeah, but not versus human.
A player's forces are under attack.
I mean the life build versus human with Potom. With Huns and Glaives and Sorks go pop pop. I have a gigantic fetish, by the way, of siege units splattering unarmored units. There's very few things that I appreciate more. And I love that the designers made this extra animation for it. And I don't care if it's mortars with frag shards, or glaives with warples, or meat wagons, or the rare to see demolishers. It is wonderful. The attention to detail back then. He wants to win. Mr. Youngfang, when I saw that strategy of Life vs. Infy, I saw 3 games won by Life and 0 won by Infy. Or are we on the Beastmaster discussion? I think look how Beastmaster would be so sick. But yeah, we're on Concealed Hill, and I talked about a lot about variety, right? And being hard to read. I feel like every single Concealed Hill I see looks like this. It's exactly the same. And Moon will destroy workers and footmen and win the game fast, and Huntress are coming. And these stubborn humans continue to play this. Maybe I'm wrong. And maybe Infy deals with it now. With the stumble to the face! Oof. This was pretty clean by Infy. Look at this, man. Entire camp. Infy. That was extremely clean. But the big pressure is coming with Hunts.
A player's forces are under attack.
Anyone remembers the time when Keeper First was new meta? That was the worst meta of all time. No exaggeration. We flew to China for the Gold League, and it was 7 Night Elves in the quarterfinal. Yeah. That was the worst meta of all time. Cryptlord meta was bad. We had, of course, a lot of horrible early game meta, etc. But that was the worst meta of all time. And I will hate Matt Morris forever for this. Nice! Snipe on the economy, but encounter. Sweet surround by Infy as well. And you see that I was wrong. Infy is not falling for this. Keeper Mass Glaives mirror meta. You know, that was the coolest thing about the meta. I like Mass Glaives. I'll never forget Lawlight and Moon going into Glaive mirror, and both had a Zeppelin, and the amount of Zeppelin micro was just absurd. That's one of my favorite Warcraft fights of all time. That is a lovely harass. Infy has a base open. Huntress harassing here. Moon's multitasking, man. Jacuzzi. Oh, that's a lot of pest kills, man. Infy can't tech. Infy needs to produce. Huntress are hurt, but there's fountains. I think this is why Huntress are fairly popular on Concealed. 13 lumber, yep. Counter Expo 3/4. Tier 2 done. No second hero just yet. Like some resources. Can we open this up? This is a lot of power build. Power build always requires extra lumber. But you gotta be careful to not be blocked. Quick reaction by Moon. Nice. Tinker again. Is he trying to make this meta, boys? With rockets, even for creeping. In this situation, I love the Tinker. Don't get me wrong, but just theory crafting here. If you start with Pocket Factory, you creep a lot faster. You can drop it into enemy bases for harass also. It's good against footmen, even when they have defend. I think overall that would be better. Maybe he thinks he has no time / no resources for a retrain. But Demon Hunter Immolation plus Clockwork Goblins harassing would be sick. No mana. 69 mana burn. Appreciate that. Maybe he wants to be able to cancel Telestaff. Oh, yes. And Infy leaves the game. Well, that expo would have gone up. And I think a lot of this also is him being afraid of the Tinker. What a powerhouse. Tinker 2, Infy 0. The Tinker is undefeated on March 10, 2026. So after 3 losses in a row, you never really know if Infy is getting triggered or not. These could be some odd all-ins. Or some unnecessary risky plays. Spoiler alert, Game 7 is the best. Yangfeng, I saw you earlier here. I saw you on Soul stream. I saw you in Grubby stream. Do you know the architect in the Matrix? Who's sitting in front of like 100 screens watching everything that's going on? I can only assume you also watch like Infy stream, 40 stream, Yotiao stream. How many eyes do you have? That's crazy. Yes, exactly. I recently saw like someone with his phone recorded how it's looking inside, I think the CNN or BBC News, what's it called? Redaktion. Like the newsroom. That's also freaking crazy, man. Every person has 20 screens. It looks so futuristic. Yeah, or like stock market bros, exactly.
Players' forces are under attack. The town is under siege. siege.
So far, it's just a little bit of back and forth. There's no extra base. There's no big disruption in any of the bases, I think. Hunter's Hall comes in a little late. Oh, it's one of these Firelord games again, huh?
A player's forces are under attack.
So again, if you're not watching too much Warcraft 3 at the moment, Firelord is indeed becoming a bit meta in one base. Main reason is usually to soul burn the Demon Hunter, but Demon Hunter is rather low at the moment. So lava spawns it is. Realizing that Dryads will be late, trying to power creep maybe. Moon's units will be a bit later. I don't really see the big reason for the lava spawns. And just like that, oh, Firelord's alive. All right. So after being harassed in the early game, Moon claims a bit of control with the Naga once again. Solid inventory, Demon Hunter, can't really complain. Archmage, meh.
A player's forces are under attack.
And Dryad bears the name of the game again. I wonder if Infy has enough acceleration here to push through with his timing-based strat. Because I haven't seen him slow down Moon in a while after that delayed Huntress Hall. He doesn't continue with Perez. He doesn't roam with an Archmage for a long time. Dangerous. Dangerous. Like that Invis play. You might be... Oh, it's risky though. You can't snipe the Sasquatch with... Oh, he doesn't have mana burn. Otherwise he could have maybe. If you're cheeky, you can try and steal with immolation and right click. This could be a disaster. Oh, you wanted to steal just the item. Okay, okay, okay. Not bad. Firelord gets it though. Must be tempting. You think with mana burn he would have attempted to steal? Lava spawns turn out well during creeping though. And this double summon strategy kind of forces you into either a lot of wisps for detonate or dryads. Misclicking, trying to steal the item, losing the game. Yeah, if you attack instead of clicking on the item, you're not invisible anymore. And then you're probably dead or lose the big invul at least. Orb up, redo up, no dispel yet. 4, 5 lava spawns. Really interesting by Infy. Nobody plays like this, I think. But, oh, 4 lava spawns expire. Ouch. Big yikes. So we have no invisibility, with no dispel, we only have slow and TO. And I think this is a fairly easy hold for Moon, even though there is a supply lead, of course. Demon Hunter is strong. Demon Hunter has an invul. Naga has Fork Lightning level 2. You always get new rejuvenation that cannot be dispelled. And towers now. Good news, he decimated the HP of the bears, but then again Richu comes into play. The Care Bear. Every bear heals 800 HP when it spawns. So that's a lot. So hard when you can't. This is like an Invo potion, I always say. What's the difference really between rejuvenation and Invo potion? One can be dispelled, the other does not. But nothing dies under the effect of rejuvenation. Infy, where's your win condition? Items for sure. Moon could go up 4 and 1 here. That gets into very, very frustrating territory. Big mouth that I am, I touted that show match Infy is better than tournament Infy. Today he is no big match though. Heal of the priest counts as cast, so fairy dragons are good. In theory, you're not wrong. It does count as a cast. Thing with fairy dragons is they do more damage the more the caster spent on the cast. So if the mana cost for a spell is high, they do high damage. Heal is an insanely cheap spell. So you barely notice the damage. Against slow it's good, against invisibility is good, etc, etc. Against casters not so much. Against priests not so much. And I think Infy and I, we both missed the soul burn dearly against this Demon Hunter. He's pushing him back again. It is very similar to how Turtle Rock played out. Everything hurt, despite the priests. Low mana as well. Firelord, he is an agility hero, but he doesn't have that much HP. So it's a prime target for a Demon Hunter like this. Firelord rather squishy. And then bears march forward, and this Archmage is kinda naked. Whoa, 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 whoa! Couple of hits more, and the Demon Hunter does indeed fall. Middle of nighttime. Man, Moon still gets a lot of Moon Juice back. And there's just not enough slow, man. There's just not enough slow. Moon runs him down. It was almost screen by screen comparison to Turtle Rock. Moon goes up 4-0, 4 in a row. Yeah, I think it should be pretty clear to Infy that the strat that he played on Turtle Rock and Springtime doesn't work against Moon today. His holds are rock solid. And his control too clean. But it is a tech again. 3 farm tech. Level 3. I hope Infy is very disruptive now. He tried that before. And Moon also there defended it, but I think on Northern Isles you got a very sick timing. Because of that lab creep route. That gives you level 3. And he got a big mana. And he got a mantle. Come on, give me something big. Like Claws plus 8. Ring. Okay, okay, okay.
A town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
And this is the timing that Leon plays a lot. Into the Night Elf base with level 3. This is super hard to hold. I like that Moon is up at 5 archers already. I think you have to. It's a very fragile timing because the Hunter's Hall can be under attack. The Demon Hunter isn't really fully equipped yet. Maybe ideally you push later again when the lures are coming up. And either your wisps are getting killed or you have to detonate a lot of them to get rid of the water elementals. But then there's also the big mana potion, so you have to sacrifice even more of these wisps. Plus repair cost. I love this timing. From a human perspective, this is so powerful. Even a Moonwell falls now. Mamma mia. Well, the effect of a big mana potion, of course. But it's solid XP. It is level 3. Naga brings the situation under control now. But it's all time already on Infy's account. The Mountain King is coming. Interesting. The casters are coming. Rifles are coming. And Moon has to invest 180 more gold than he usually wanted to get the Moonwell back. And he didn't start the lures yet because he felt so pressured. Best mid-game so far by Infy with this one base. Oh, we're back. Bit early. Haha! Body block against an Archmage so he doesn't dive and go for the lures. Nice. Very, very nice. Stoneball, but there should be a staff. Or you just run it off with boots, huh? Yeah, just run it off. Stonebolt ready in 1, but then your entire mana is gone on a hero. That's also not necessarily what you want. I was speculating maybe tier 2 expo, but no. Oh, is there an opening? Oh! It's only a staff. It's only an Archmage. Yep, Demon Hunter can run in, grill the workers, and get out. Little bit of revenge for what happened to the Wisps. An eye for an eye, a worker for a worker. Now the push is coming. Tier 3 has started, but it's 90 seconds off. Infy got some time. Gets the Subi Mask as well. Not sure how impactful that is against the Demon Hunter, but it might force an additional mana burn. But actually, we don't have mana burn. So this is a lot of hammers, and they will fall. Solid snipe with Archer Dryad in the middle of the map. You kind of don't want the human to be in your base when you're still producing this army, but... Oh, Infy with the Naga surround. Lovely. Out of nowhere, really. Closes it, holds it down. Naga dead, and it's such an essential part of the defense. Thanks to slow, thanks to Fork Lightning spam. But for Fork Lightning spam, you need level 2 Fork Lightning. And we don't have that. Moon can all Moon can do is just run into the base once again if he scares him away. Nice. But this was some losses. Momentum is halted. I think engaging in the middle of the map and not in the main base was fairly smart.
A player's forces are
And Moon in typical Moon fashion is really annoying. Infy's army is really not that intimidating, is it? The heroes are. Close to 4, close to 3. Oh, if he could level with the Naga, that would be so good. Slow and Mountain King control. That's a bash, he's dead. But no.
forces are under attack.
Double claw slipper is also not too bad for this Demon Hunter, I gotta say. Nobody can really complain about items this series. Yeah, weakness is for sure the Naga. And Moon did a banger job stalling time until Naga is back, until bears are up. Are they up though? Moonwells look bleak. Clock is looking fine. Man, I need to learn timing. Push timings of human. This feels rather late now at 10:40. For undeads, I've seen them so many times, I know them by heart. 9 minute 30 and 11 minute 30. For human, I kind of don't know. One heal scroll each. Naga, powerful. Demon Hunter level 4 with level 2 evasion once again. Never underestimate the 30% miss chance. Well, let's see. No safety in the back of the base. No shop. We have an anti-magic. If he can dodge the Stormbolt with that, that'd be brilliant. And Demon Hunter goes crazy in the backline. Immo. Damage. No need for the anti-magic, I guess. Oh, is there really not? Dude, the lack of mana burn is really remarkable. This Mountain King can pretty much do whatever he wants. Now he's out of mana. But Brilliance Aura, level 2, plus the Zombie Mask. It's a lot of hammers. At least we get some detonates. So the Dryads, the Sorks can't slow. They're really useless if they don't have mana. But you see that Moon already has trouble killing a water elemental. Infy plays this really crisp. He was distracted a little in the middle. But the consumables are gone. The Demon Hunter's low. Level 4 is in sight. Level 3 Naga now, finally. But also, yeah. The first Moonwell kill was already a sign that this is not going too well. And if the rifles stand this far forward, this is a sign. This is a sign of confidence. GG. Good! Infy puts his name on the board. We thought, okay. The pushes before didn't work. And he did switch it up a little bit with this Mountain King. Seeing that Moon is not or very late, switching to Mana Burn and puts a lot of emphasis on Immolation. Of course, if the Demon Hunter does not have Mana Burn, this opens up the case for Stormbolts and the Mountain King in general far and wide. Oh, it's the Dark Ranger again. He did this versus Lawlight on Tidehunters, and Lawlight was very much confused as Lawlight played a Warden, and Dark Ranger versus Warden is pretty much insta-kill. Against the Demon Hunter, I see faith. I have faith. We get an Agitome. Lovely. And now we rush across. Tower Rush number 2. The alpha and omega of the series. The beginning and the end. The beginning was a held tower push. Swiftly on Autumn Leaves. Infy picking his heroes map dependent. Is Moon ready for this? He saw it. Do you like Twitch Turbo? I really don't know what I get from Twitch Turbo, man. I don't know. I do not know. From a user perspective, I definitely understand why people are going for Twitch Turbo. But how much am I benefiting from viewers with Twitch Turbo? No clue. Zero idea. So first Wisp already gone. We get more illusions. We also get a lot of archers. Moon was reacting very, very quickly with the Ancients of War. And then it's a lot about the towers. Infy tried to settle for a defensive tower position. That works so far. Dark Ranger, whoa, has a little Steph Curry in her. I once said Steve Curry in a cast and people laughed at me, pointing fingers at me. Ha ha ha, did he really say Steve? That was mean. Infy holds the tower. Moon had to sacrifice a couple of wisps. But the first arcane tower is almost up. And when Demon Hunter is in arcane range, not much immolation, no more. Level-wise, it's fairly even. The Dark Ranger is running out of mana. Maybe both players will be playing without mana. But Demon Hunter is too smart to run into Arcane Tower range. Infy got defend up. Super important. He got one Ancient of War in position to constantly siege that second tower. Archers do quite a bit against an Arcane, as they of course don't have mana. The feedback ability doesn't hurt that much, but now that the mana is gone anyway, Demon Hunter can be used as a fighter again. There we go. So far, I don't think I've seen too much impact of defense. In theory, of course, it should be bonkers versus this many piercing damage that Moon is going for. Ooh. It's not getting easier for Infy. This is a guard tower now for more damage. But also, archers with the Loon's Grace don't take too much damage from piercing. Against the Ancients, that's gonna be great. Against the heroes, it's a little better, damage-wise. Demon Hunter level 3. Oh, these workers might suffer, but thankfully the Arcane Tower keeps them safe. Ancient of War, though. Seems like it's unstoppable. Surround! Out of nowhere, no TP. Oh, no. How did he get surrounded there? There was just a lot of stuff. And Infy grabs this lots of stuff and surrounds the DH. Oh, damn. 110 seconds on the bench. Or Tavern Revive. That is super expensive. Yeah, that could have financed the tech. Or Huntress Hall. Or another AP, Ancient of War. But of course, nothing's more important than the Demon Hunter. At any stage of the game. So you need that Demon Hunter. Second Ancient of War up. We do have another one to produce in the back. This is getting trickier and trickier for Infy. Little bit of mana still available. We use the wisp for repair. We don't have endless wisps, of course. Especially mana is a bit of an issue. But Demon Hunter is the raid boss. He is very different hold than what we've seen before. We call the police once again. Go to the shop. Surround again. Oh, snap! Telly staff out, though. Not twice in a row. This couldn't have happened twice in a row. Shop coming up for... Not even potion, right? Infy is not on tier 2. But for region scroll, this would be massive. As more units are here. The creeps! The creeps! Infy is attacking the creeps! And they attack the Moonwell. They don't like this in their front yards. Okay, okay. Little distraction, still fine. Demon Hunter not looking great, but he has those consumables. Doesn't heal the Ancient. Going for immolation. Oh, tick. Invuln, 7 seconds. Dark Ranger killed in this little pocket. Question is, how do you get out of there? I don't think you do. The staff's on cooldown. Heal score level 4. Immolation level 2, but the mana is gone instantly again. Dramatic end to this show match series. Both heroes dead. Both heroes go for the tavern, right? If he snipes the wisp. He's trying to get the demon back, but he can't because the wisp is dead. Hooray, hooray, the wisp is dead. Well, now that's something you don't see every day. Back up wisp to get to the tavern again. See what I mean? These guys, man. There's always magic. Now we can farm the creeps as well. Infy definitely a bit distracted here. 2 Demon Hunter kills. Not enough. 8 archers, both tier 1. Infy dealt with the Ancients of War. We can say that much. During daytime, this goddamn overseer. Last hit opportunity. Moon got it! Moon got it! Moon got it! With an archer! What the hell? This is crazy! Item is the Ring of Regeneration though, which is also very, very good. Young Fang, oftentimes you know what you're talking about. What a game! Now we got skeletons level 2 when the archers are falling. Ten minutes in, both on tier 2. We have a level of masonry, by the way. Appreciate that. Yeah, that attempt of leapfrogging forward, you can forget about that. Instantly shut down. Does Moon have the critical mass? Evasion level 3, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. Infy's footmen do good damage against buildings, man. If you lose these Moonwells, as it soon turns daytime, you're in trouble. You really want as much regen as possible. Regen as possible. Now where does this go? Can you keep the Demon Hunter alive? Surround! Invade! invisible surround at the beginning of nighttime and we don't have reveal. No way. I think the only way to get back is like either reveal here, but then you sacrifice that unit, or backpack and get dust. No way this just happened. Thankfully, at the moment, the Dark Ranger is still in range. But she's stuck there. The towers came forward. You really want the region scroll as well. Infy is so hurt. Surround again. Everything in the shadows. Demon has an invuln. Needs it. Gets it. The Ring of Region is of course nice, but it doesn't help much. She's dead. Level 5. He's alive. Unreal, Moon. The plays, man. These plays, God tier. Only he can do it. Maybe Lorliot on a good day. But otherwise, the uniqueness of Jung Jae-ho. 39 years old. Has seen everything. Has played everything. But he's a man of the people, and he invisible archer surrounds the Dark Ranger. She back from the tavern. Tavern owner is getting bagged tonight. Dark Ranger did not go to the shop to get dust. It's still a long night time. Demon Hunter, is he buying and selling dust? That'd be funny. Heal scroll for now. Oh, the heal scroll value. Yes, all green again. 10 archers. Who said we need to tech in this Warcraft 3 game? Just play everything on tier 1. It's okay. Immolation 3, man. He had the mana. Gotta say, there's a lot of archers falling. Maybe not 100% necessary, but what are footmen supposed to do against Immolation? There is always the chance of getting that Demon Hunter surrounded when he's out of mana. Life Drain. Invul. Invul breaks the Life Drain. Last leg of nighttime. Close to level 6 Demon Hunter. It's like Footman Frenzy? Hell yeah. Demon Hunter Ultimate should seal the deal. No? If we get there. If he has mana. 2 ifs, then. Has to be a hold now. Is Metamorphosis the cherry on top of the cake? What a banger match. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Yeah, we're inches away. We're inches away from Superman. And then Infy has to realize that ain't it anymore, buddy. Moon, you're the GOAT. I concede. We're not there yet, but we're getting close. We have a staff as well with no disable. You can always jump out of surrounds. This game is a masterpiece. Glad you guys enjoy it, man. Level 6. And Infy is a man of the people. Allows the ultimate. Metamorph. Let's go. Superman to destroy this tower push. The ending the game deserves. An absolute masterpiece indeed. When two great Warcraft artists come to town and play a show match, that's what you get. The beauty of Warcraft. We've seen the beauty of tier 3, 2, and 1 on different sides now. If he thinks he's not dead yet. 16-minute tower push. He survives Metamorphosis. That's a feat in itself. For that, you should be awarded a prize or something. Infy needs to get kills, but he doesn't get any kills, really. Moon cannot go for potions, by the way. He's not tier 2. Clarities are, I guess, super important. I love very much that Moon built so many Moon Wells. He realized more units doesn't help me that way. What I need is mana and health, and what I need is my Demon Hunter. And what can I do at the moment to support my Demon Hunter? Sends him to the shop for some invulns and scrolls, etc. But also the Moon Wells. Just damn smart. And shop control. It doesn't really matter where he has to go for this, apparently. We're marching forward maybe one last time. It is daytime. The archers cannot hide. Can you turn these archers into skeletons and kill Moon with skeletons? Ah, oh, big detonates though. Lovely. But Moon is bleeding quite a bit. Question is, does that matter against the Demon Hunter? Dude, he killed almost every archer. Level 3 life drain is crazy. Wait a minute. If Infy wins this, it's the game of the year. Oh my god. Life drain is so much damage. If we could put Warcraft 3 game in a frame and put it on the wall, I'd put this game in a hermitage. Hell yeah. Print this replay, everybody. Level 7. Level 3 evasion versus life drain level 3. No way he's winning this. We're mining out soon. It feels like everything is possible now. We go for Archer Hunt again. Moon has, what is it, 6 wisps? It's not much. He has a lot of buildings though. Human has masonry. Next round of metamorphosis is online. That's also more HP for the Dark Ranger to suck, actually. This is such a unique game. 20-minute tier 1. You say it, chat. You say it. Yeah, this metamorphosis has to break footmen and has to break towers, because what else is Moon going to do? Infy, dude, with the heart of a lion. Selecting his footman and sends him into the meat grinder, and it became a Night Elf meat grinder. There's a heal scroll. It's daytime already, right? It's daytime. Our clock might not realize it, but it's daytime. No? No, it's not. Then it looks very bright for some reason. Doesn't matter. Moon has 4 archers and the main is under attack. Infy in the main, 2 minutes of mining. Life drain! Ooh. Is this contagious sealed? Archer dead. We got 4 left. Moon built an expo? When the hell did he do this? But now Infy knows. I didn't even see that. The presence of mind by Infy to check for that. And Moon is giving up his base to defend the footman and creep the spot. We get an encore, I guess? Moon will be mining. Infy will not be mining. Trying to evacuate the wisps. And that works. Yeah, tower down. There is another twist to this story. Apparently. 700 gold remaining for Infy. He will then have like 600. He could power build a base with that. Life Drain. Life Drain is so powerful. Heal scroll. Steps on cooldown. Trying to distract. If Infy body blocks here, Moon's dead. Man, bated breath. I'm sitting here with bated breath. I have no idea what's happening. All of a sudden, we got 8 archers again. All of a sudden, we're rebuilding a second base, and Infy knows this. Imagine Infy loses this game now. 2 minutes ago, I said, imagine, like, what's the way for Moon to not win this? Now we're in this situation.
Player's forces are under attack.
Dust. Yeah, Archer's gotta run, but Moon is on top of his game. And sends them back immediately. Every skeleton could start a snowball. Can we invisible surround the Dark Ranger again? We got Metamorph one more time. What's stronger? Superman or Life Drain level 3? So many footmen plus dust plus an Invo potion. Staff, maybe? So many misses as well. The Life Drain goes through, but we do have a little bit of Moon Juice. How long for Metamorph? 3/4. This is AoE damage, by the way. AoE chaos damage. And now Infy throws everything into the brink with the militia.
A player's forces are under
800 gold. It's not worth it for Infy to build a base there, I guess. Archers, Moon, run. We can hide a little bit more. Maybe acquire a Moonstone? Dark Ranger close to level 6. Then we have Infy with archers. You know, a lot of people said that Happy versus Lin Game 5 was Game of the Year. I feel like this is Game of the Year. In March.
a player's forces are under attack.
Ooh, needs another wisp to detonate. This juicy XP as well. Moon is the one with income. Infy is the one with army. Dark Ranger is close to level 6. Infy and Moon, man. They came to party. They came to party.
A player's forces are under attack.
But Infy has to stop Moon mining. And he has to stop these Moon wells.
A player's forces are under attack.
What's stronger, the sword or the life drain? Demon Hunter has immolation, but Infy with Footman has always been the most scary. Feels like we're saving the big fireworks for the very last second. You got long distance, the longest long distance mining of all time. Once across Tide Hunters. You could say, well, Moon only has 22 food. It must be over, but it's a Demon Hunter level 7 and he's mining. He's losing a lot of progress though.
Player's forces are under attack.
Metamorph again. You don't want to go toe-to-toe with Metamorphosis. 2 kills. Probably Life Drain, the only spell alongside Banish that's good here against this Demon Hunter. Soon we have mana burn, by the way, if this continues this way. And then we get less life drain. Maybe that plays a factor as well. Sorry, I'm not too educated in a 27-minute tier 1 level 7 Demon Hunter scenario. But Infy is bleeding units.
A player's forces are under attack. A town is under siege.
What a ridiculous game, level 6. Okay, those will probably be the least impactful charms that we've ever seen. But an archer taken away is an archer taken away. Or is an archer taken away a skeleton less? Are there wisps? Yeah. But he has no gold. Archer dead. He doesn't even use charm. It's Black Arrow 3. Yep. Black Arrow 3. Also limited use because Moonstone has no units no more. Moon down to 4 buildings. Oh, 5 buildings, sorry. Just by building elimination? Can you win it just by building elimination? Moon, what's the way out? He has more. He builds more. He's still mining. But how can you use that gold? Infy's still on the mission with the longest long distance mining in Warcraft 3 history. Any other spell but life drain, man. And there is a lot of mana. Very good resource management by Infy. 28 minutes in. Oh, they were kind of blocked with the wisps. I thought he kills them all. 120 gold. Could be another footman. It's not many footmen anymore. This is a limited threat now. Outside the Dark Ranger. So are we playing Dota in a bit? No, Infy leaves the game. He sees no way out. Against this Demon Hunter. He lost too many footmen. And he can't shut down the base. Unbelievable game. 20 minutes, 20 seconds. The glory of Warcraft 3.